Hi everyone, it's Heather Lisle here, and thank you so much for joining me again this week. This week's topic is about how to find silver linings. And the crux of this is having self-awareness and having self-control really does make it a lot easier to manage difficult people. So I don't know about you, but I struggle from time to time of finding positive in situations, especially when you're having to deal with difficult people. And I'm the ultimate optimist. I am typically pretty happy and very optimistic about just about everything, but sometimes, no matter how hard I try, someone or something, it doesn't go as I thought it should or could. And I know that you've been there. I know that you've had these struggles as well too. So I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me recently. I was at an event recently, and the event organizer was someone who, frankly, I have just struggled to connect with over the years. And someone that, if I'm just being totally honest with you right now, is someone that I will likely never have a warm relationship with, okay? So you know as well as I do that in office situations, or if you just work with people in general, there's always going to be that person that just, you just feel like, the sooner that we can get out of here, the better off for the both of us. And again, I know that you know what I'm talking about. But regardless, you still have to make nice, play in the same ballpark and, get along and just make the best of it, right? And as much as I have a wee bit of anxiety of dealing with some difficult people, one thing that's helped me navigate some of these tricky relationships over time is looking for silver linings. In other words, what is something that I can be grateful for in this particular situation? And believe you me, this is so much easier said than done. It's so hard to do. But I really do ask you to try to think about how you can find silver linings with some of the difficult people in your life as well. So I'm going to tell you my difficult person situation. I thought about it. I flipped the situation, my feeling, from a feeling of, oh God, I've got to deal with this person, to I have an opportunity to show her what I'm made of here. I grow weary, and then I get upset with myself because I'm like, why in the world am I letting someone else have control over my mind and my heart and making me feel anxious? I mean, I hate it when that happens. Why do we do this to ourselves? I say, own your own truth, rise above the crap, and show everyone that you've got this and that you're in charge, right? There's a few things that I feel like you can do to kind of help get yourself in that mindset, in that right place to be able to manage some of the difficult people. Two things. Number one, be self-aware. Difficult is a very subjective word. Your version of a difficult person might be very different than my version of a difficult person. But the thing of the matter is that you've got to know what your triggers are around that person, what makes you react to that person the way that you do, what are they saying, what are they doing, how are they making you feel, and be keenly aware of how you're feeling through that moment. Number two, have self-control. Easier said than done, right? But really, you have too much to lose. And what do I mean when I say that? The minute that you open your mouth and say something crass or derogatory or rude or whatever, because you're just feeling it in that moment, you've lowered yourself to their level, right? And the really crappy thing is this. Later, after your amygdala calms down and you're thinking with your prefrontal cortex, you're gonna think, God, I wish I would have just kept my mouth shut. You're gonna be the one person that you're upset with for saying something and not being in control. So your difficult person will just have even more reasons to hate you and not want to work with you in the future. So when you're on the verge of saying something, I urge you, have some self-awareness, stop yourself, breathe, and just let it go. Here's the thing, most difficult people, they have underlying issues as to why they are the way that they are. Whether it's, I find this a lot, frankly, in dealing with a lot of women that I work with, major insecurities, right? And we all have them, but a big lack of security that shows up looking like a jerk on their end. Or people just have so many just crazy, chaotic things happening in their own personal life, which means that there's a mess at work too, for that matter. We all have baggage that we carry every single day, but I do believe that it's up to you to try and mitigate those daily life challenges and find ways to be grateful for what you have, even if it seems unbearable at that time. So flip the narrative, flip the feeling, and you'll find that you're so much closer to living a happier, more meaningful life anyway. And those around you will appreciate you. They'll respect you so much more when you try to find those silver linings. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to talking with you next week. All right, take care. Bye.